Hi, friends. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Katie. And welcome to Okay, But Did You Know? A podcast where we talk about the TV and media that we love with a friend who's never seen it before.
Today, we're recapping and chatting about Once Upon a Time, episode 413, Unforgiven. This episode aired on March 8th, 2015. It was written by Kalinda Vasquez and Andrew Chambliss, and was directed by Adam Horowitz. And this episode marked his directorial debut, and is the only episode of Once Upon a Time that he has ever directed.
Interesting, but I'd like to have a talk with the writers. Just to talk.
We have some thought processes here.
Just to talk.
But just a few. Well, what's funny is because this was like the one episode he directed, like the showrunners, they're not normally up in Canada, whatever. And so much of this episode was outside. And apparently, Victoria was the one that said to Adam, like, so now when you're down in Los Angeles in your writer's room in the AC, you're going to think twice before you write Enchanted Forest, nighttime, it's raining, right?
Oh my goodness.
She's like, yeah, I think I am, because he had to experience it firsthand.
Oh.
Now, before we get into our clearly chaotic thoughts, let's go over a synopsis for Unforgiven. In the Enchanted Forest, fresh off their honeymoon, Snow and Charming return home to an unexpected surprise. Maleficent, Cruella, and Ursula have come to them looking for help in stopping Regina from casting the dark curse. They believe that asking the Tree of Wisdom is their only hope, but they need two people with the purest of hearts to gain access to its knowledge. When they go to the tree and ask it how to defeat the queen, the tree rejects them, for it senses something not entirely pure in them. It's then that Maleficent realizes that Snow is pregnant, and unborn children are a blank slate, with equal potential for light and dark. Maleficent pleads with Snow to help her, not just for her sake, but for her own child's as well. But Snow refuses. She'll do anything to ensure her own child is pure, and she won't help save what she believes to be Maleficent's villainous child to do it. And in Storybrooke, Regina is still trying to figure out how to use the book and the author to get her happy ending. She thinks she's hit a breakthrough when she realizes that August was able to add something to the book, but as he's been turned back into Pinocchio by the Blue Fairy, he doesn't remember anything. Geppetto gifts her August's things in hopes that Henry can find a clue among them as to how to find the author. Meanwhile, Cruella and Ursula are making waves in town despite them being there for their supposed happy ending. After visiting Belle to steal something from Gold's back room, they lead the Charmings on a wild goose chase that ultimately gets them what they want: Snow and Charming in the cavern where Maleficent last met her demise, so that they can resurrect her, as they need the blood of those who have most wronged her to do it. With Maleficent freed, they can begin. Snow, desperate to protect Emma from learning about her past, confides in Regina that because of them, Maleficent lost her child, and now she needs Regina to go undercover with the Queens of Darkness to find out what they have planned.
Which I'm very excited to see Regina do.
I have so many stories from the first scene of the episode. It's unfortunate that we don't have the evidence for it, unfortunately, but we've been told because it's very not safe for Disney. Basically, how they get the emotions of a certain scene was definitely like, they apparently showed it at the wrap party, but they did not release it to the public.
Okay.
I'll talk more about that next week.
Okay.
Yeah.
More things I have to wait for. Because I did. I texted you immediately, was like, how am I supposed to just not keep watching after this episode?
Well, I always know that I'm going to get something interesting when all I get is a text that's just my name, whether it's in caps or not. Just my name can mean a multitude of things. Either it can mean, hey, I think we need to, reschedule, or what the fuck did I just watch, basically.
And if it's in caps, you already know what it is.
Oh, well, if it's in caps, then clearly you're about to yell at me about something.
Oh, very much. But if it's not, it's just like, okay, which way is this going?
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I have some notes. I wrote down like 4 lines.
I have so many lines in this one.
They're so good. But I do always think it's funny that they drive around such a small town all the time.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like, everyone's driving around. I'm like, guys, it's like a block.
Yeah. Well,
like, walk.
They're driving around at least the forest. I think, I figured out, I'm not going back to the episode where I did this. I mean, I think it was the season 1 finale is when I figured out the mileage.
That was when you did it, yeah.
I think I figured out that, like, the whole town is, like, 5 miles in diameter or something like that.
It's so small.
Yeah, it's not very big.
I mean, naturally, Hook and Ursula know each other. I'm excited to find out what that past is.
That is basically the only backstory that Marin got, was that there is something with Hook. That's all she knows.
That's all she knows?
That's all she knew at that point.
Wow. That's interesting.
Because they feed them, like, little tidbits here and there. And with Marin, basically all she got was that there is backstory with Hook. And actually what's funny is with Kristen, when they were filming the very last scene with her and the rattle, and she's playing it like she assumes her daughter is dead, or her child is dead. The gender doesn't matter, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It was either Eddie or Adam that went like, but the kid might not be, but it is, then they just threw it in her head. She's like, wait, what? Like, how do I act this now?
Like, how does anybody act that?
Yeah, like, just like, your kid might be dead, but might not be dead. I guess, content warning. No children were harmed in the making of this season of the show, whether fictional or real.
I
Is
mean,
all
I would
is all
hope
I'm
not.
saying. Like, they're very intentional
We
with
have child labor laws.
We do, but they're very intentional with the wording of
Right now. Sorry.
They're very intentional with the wording of because of us, Maleficent lost her child.
Okay, I didn't know if that meant like the baby was dead or the baby was. I didn't know what any of that meant. I was just like, okay, Maleficent doesn't have her kid.
Not currently.
Someone's gonna get hurt.
And
I love her so much, so much.
She's so good.
I really relate to Cruella so much though, because when she just looks at Charming and says, "Oh, if only your wits matched your looks," I was just like, "Thank you, Cruella. It's what I've been saying the whole time."
It's the combination of "if only your wits matched your looks" and "is there a problem, Sheriff Chiseled Chin?"
I love it so much. I got to see Dragon Maleficent, so my life is complete. I love when she pops up because she is also a proper dragon.
She is. I double checked again to make sure they kept the same CGI. She's got 4 legs and 2 wings.
She does. I had my moment of like, is Emma's superpower gonna work this time with all the lying? Everybody's lying to her.
It does. She's figuring it out. I mean, for the most part,
then she doesn't do anything.
No, but she is right for once.
And then Regina always delivers when it comes to this. You went to Phuket. You rode a motorcycle. You wore leather and didn't shave. I'm like, Regina, it's a child.
At that point, I just went, okay, crazy eyes.
Like, I get it. She wants her happy ending and everything, but I'm just like, she is on edge. She's going to fit in right. Like, she's going to be just fine going back.
Well, because that's one thing is like when Lana found out that this is what they were doing and that she was going to be more involved in that story, it's like, it's that little bit of like, ooh, I get to play again. Like, I get to like do things because, I mean, even Regina, I think, kind of feels like that a little bit because she's been good for so long, or she's been playing the good side of Regina for so long. And like, yes, it is undercover, but like, she gets to really dig into that little bit of it of like even she gets to pretend to be bad and she gets to kind of be even badder than she's been in a very long time.
And like, and still not like harm the people that she does like love and have become close to. Because I wouldn't say that she like loves everybody. She loves Henry.
Yes.
But she has like a better relationship now.
Oh yeah.
With everybody. It may not be love, but like it's like not even like really acquaintance. They're becoming like there's a care. That's a good word for it. Like I don't think she loves everybody. Because I really do believe she solely her love sticks with Henry and with Robin and also Robin's child. Like she very much was just like when Rowan, right? Roland, thank you. Because like Roland was here too.
When she said, she's like, that's when I was happiest, when it was you, me, Robin, and Roland. And in my head, I'm like, that was like a day and a half.
Yeah.
Really, that was, because when she had Robin and Roland, she didn't have Henry.
Like she really likes just having a kid around. We've learned this. She likes having a child.
We're going to find out a very depressing reason for that this season.
Oh my God.
We get some backstory into Regina's motherhood issues.
There's so much drama.
There is, but it does bring back Barbara Hershey. We get to see Cora again this season.
I'm okay with this. I love me some Barbara Hershey. I'm okay. We're literally, our next movie is going to be Barbara Hershey. So.
And actually, based on our schedule, hang on.
I think that's soon.
According to our schedule, if you're listening to this on release day, our Beaches episode came out last week.
So yeah, more Barbara Hershey. Yay. Yes, just a neat pile of ashes waiting for you. Like, how dumb.
If only their wits matched their looks, quite frankly.
They are so dumb.
Like, they really are.
They're so dumb. Because, like, I would walk in and be like, yes, the ashes of this massive dragon that our child slayed is in this nice, neat little pile directly in front of the door just for us. Like, how dumb I would open the door and go, that's a trap, and walk away. Like, no.
Well, they're idiots, one an idiot two. I really don't know what else you want me to say about that. Because, like, yes, I agree. It makes no sense from a rational human being's perspective. We've already established that's not their MO.
Not the Charmings.
No.
Maleficent being the one to tell them they're pregnant, though, like she's like she's this evil fairy, like the evil fairy godmother at this point.
Well, I mean, to be fair, technically, that is Maleficent. That's the role that she is, the evil fairy godmother. But But is there a thing like that pregnant women can sniff out other pregnant women? Is that a
Yes,
thing? Yeah, so there
it
you go.
is. It is very much a thing. Apparently just, the villains had the good lines in this one, or
Oh,
even,
yeah.
like, morally gray characters, because then "Can I choke them first? My tentacles are bored."
I don't know who okayed that. Because, like, she's
That was great.
genuinely talking about her tentacles the way that a man talks about his penis in the third person.
I mean, but wouldn't you too?
I mean,
Think about it. If you had okay,
I'm
this
just saying,
podcast.
there's a lot of Sea Devil fan fiction is all I'm saying.
I know. Like,
So, one of
you
my
and Katie Robert, you have no defense.
this is true, I don't. But generally though, but my favorite I think line of the entire episode, I think, is I only care about one thing, your pain, and that it be long and terrible and unyielding as my own.
Well, losing a child really is like that is the most painful thing a person I think can like
Oh
a
yeah.
parent can go through.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, there's plenty that people can go through that are it's horrible, but like
Mhm.
if you're a parent and you lose your child, that is the worst possible thing you can ever go through.
But it's just how much she eats that lineup is just it's so
She's
perfect.
amazing.
She is the perfect Maleficent.
But then you have Hook, dragon. I thought she was some sort of mummified beast.
I mean,
I
to be
love
fair,
him.
that's what he saw.
I love him.
He's the
But
best.
then Maleficent is okay. First, who knocked out Maleficent?
The
But
baby daddy thing, I'm gonna the more fun theory is that it's Regina, but it's not. But apparently, I mean, that'd make more sense.
I would enjoy that.
Lana at a convention, probably in 2016 or 2017. I'll see if I think I have the video link. Someone asked her how she felt about Regina possibly being the baby daddy, and she was like, I don't know how they would make the baby, but she's a dragon. Magic. Yeah, that's fine. And then someone said Kristen agreed to. She went, did she? I love that. Like, because like they're like, sure, why not? Apparently, Colin and Josh and Bobby were like, am I the baby daddy? Like,
Oh my god.
no one can figure out. And to be fair, it's a one-off comment in season 7.
Are you serious?
Who her father is, I think it was a planned trajectory or a planned story
Okay.
arc that got dropped off due to scheduling conflicts.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, are we going for a Descendants? Is it Hades?
No, it's not Hades. Thank God.
That would have been that was interesting enough in Descendants.
Yeah. Once Upon a Time, Hades is a whole other can of worms.
Yeah, well, I mean, but I like the Descendants Hades.
Oh yeah.
He's great. Love him. Like he's a great actor and singer too. So like it's hard not to like him. Man,
Oh yeah.
but like this very much made me think of Descendants through it, like Maleficent having a child and all these Queens of Darkness together. And I'm just sitting there
It's
and
a
like,
yeah.
my kid has watched Descendants so much that I'm just kind of sitting here like, do I need to go watch Descendants again? Like,
maybe.
I mean, it's Kristen Chenoweth. Can you really go wrong?
This is true.
And Dove Cameron. I mean, I love her. I just get sad because of Cameron.
Yeah.
Every time. Like every time my kids turn it on, I'm just like, Cameron, no.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then I just kind of went here and watched the end of the episode and be like, what the fuck is going on? I was like, what did they do? They refused to work with a villain. All right. Like, I like the whole vibe of like child's a blank slate, like that. I was like, but she chose to do what she did.
Yep.
Like, I don't know how she made it lose the child, but still.
Yeah, you'll find out
even just like flat out refusing to work together to try to, not do like not have the curse happen. Still, like I'm like, but she still ended up with darkening her heart because she killed Cora, and I was like, you would have never darkened your heart if you had worked with villains and actually been a good person and working with people you don't agree with. And then instead was like, nope, not going to do that, and put everyone in danger. Everyone was cursed. She refused. Like, Snow, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean, Mal kind of hits the nail on the head with you would risk the kingdom to ensure your child grows up a hero. Like, that's it. That's completely it. She would risk the kingdom to ensure her child's goodness. And the kid blank slate thing, I will say this, does kind of negate Zelina's insistence that it had to be Snow and Charming's baby. Because her whole thing was like that they are pure hearts or like pure-ish hearts, but also to think of like that a newborn child is the perfect conduit for innocence, where this whole thing is saying an unborn child, a child that hasn't made any choices yet, has equal potential for good and dark. So it's like, which one is it?
Is it innocence because no choices can be made yet?
Possibly.
Like, think about it, like, it's by omission at that point. If
Yeah.
you are unable if you don't have the cognitive, like,
That's fair.
capability of making those decisions, does that consider you an innocent?
Yeah. That's possible. But I think
You gotta say, once you hit, like, 2, you're evil.
you can say that 'cause you're a mother.
I can say that, 3s are still worse than 2s, though.
Mm,
So much
yeah.
worse.
I think my brain's still stuck on the thing that 'cause there's a line in 318 where she says, "Why this particular baby?" So it seems
Yeah.
like it's specifically Snow and Charming's kid would be this, like, perfect conduit of innocence, whereas now we're like, all children have potential for light and darkness. So, like,
Yeah.
Emma could have been dark, Maleficent's kid could have been light, and it doesn't matter about where they came from. It matters their own choices and what they create. And this is why I said the thing from the Chernobog sensing the greatest potential for darkness being in Maleficent. The implication is it's because she's pregnant, but the timeline-wise, that's way too soon. Because that's Rumpel getting the dark curse, which
This is
Regina
crazy.
because the timeline of that is so that's Rumpel getting the dark curse to give to Regina, which she later trades to Maleficent for the sleeping curse to put Snow under, the sleeping curse. And then the war happens, and then she gets it back from Maleficent, and then honeymoon happens. So Chernobog is years before.
This this, um, hmm, this just makes me think of the Charlie meme from Always Sunny. With the way he looks
Mhm.
crazed and he's
Yeah.
got the whole thing behind him. That's
Uh-huh.
you right now, and I'm
I'm
just
aware.
kinda sitting here trying to keep up.
And this
I
has
think
been
I
me
have.
my entire life. But basically, literally though.
And then I befriended you.
Exactly. Welcome to the chaos. But yeah, so essentially, given like the timeline, the Chernobog sequence would have been years before Maleficent was ever pregnant. So, but it was funny as though, and we don't really know too much about Cruella's backstory just yet. But apparently, when they were filming that, and the Chernobog picks Maleficent, Victoria got a little friend. She's like, "Wait, hang on, I'm the really dodgy one. Like, what's going on here?" She didn't know that then, but we'll find
Yeah.
out exactly how sinister Cruella is
Oh, I
in her.
can't wait.
Well, she's a case of we won't really find out a whole lot about. We won't find out her backstory until her last episode, but it's kind of okay because we get enough of her throughout the arc that it's okay that like we get all that information because it needs to happen in that last episode.
Okay.
But
I love her, though.
I will say this though: out of our Queens of Darkness, Cruella is the only one we see again after this season.
I don't like that. I like Maleficent a lot.
Yeah, she got busy.
I mean, she's talented, of course she is. Like, naturally, she got
Oh
busy.
yeah, she's like an amazing painter too.
Oh, I love that. But no, that was my last that was my last note. Snow,
Okay.
what the actual fuck?
Fair.
In all caps because Snow, what the actual fuck?
Yeah.
Like I just that I get it. You want your kid to be a hero. You want your kid to be good, but
Yeah.
like you can still instill that in them
Mm-hmm.
post birth.
Yeah.
Like you could just still work with villains and show. See, sometimes we have to work with people we don't wholly agree with
Uh-huh.
to make sure we have a better outcome for our people. Because that's a decision you make. See, I didn't think I'd end up disliking Snow this much, but here we are.
It's very un-Snow White of her, I'll be quite honest.
It really, really is. And I'm just kind of like, because like Charming is charming. He's an idiot.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know this is happening at this moment. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but then again, he's going to support Snow in almost
Yeah.
whatever that she does. So I'm just kind of there like, yep, yeah, no, I'm with Regina. Idiot one, idiot two. Like, what the fuck, you
Mm-hmm.
guys?
Yep. And like, I was thinking about timing wise because it's very beautifully shot when Snow gives Regina that whole spiel at the end before actually telling her what happened. And I'm just thinking timing wise, it's like a good like minute and a half, 2 minutes of speech of them standing in the rain, and it ends with Regina going, "What did you do to Maleficent? Like you just spent 2 minutes waxing poetic about nothing. What did you do? We're in the rain. Speed it up."
Like, Regina is us. Like, can you just, like, we don't need all this. Just, what the
Right?
fuck did you do? We got this whole episode of trying to figure out what she did. And of course, we find out with one line. I know we'll find out more. But, like, spending an entire episode to just try and figure out what the heck is going on. Loved it. Thoroughly enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. But at the same time, I'm just like, tell me what they did.
You'll find out more in 3 weeks in 416.
Oh, come on.
This is a very well spaced out arc. We need the time we need. Nothing will ever be as bad as Peter Pan.
Thank fuck. Anyways, like that's just my constant reply to that now. It's just like, oh, thank you.
Because again, with everything going on, Peter Pan we didn't find out about anything until, 8 episodes into the arc. We got no inkling of anything. We're getting bits and pieces as we go.
Okay.
So we got, we know there's something about their past from the first episode. We know that because of her actions, Maleficent lost her child in this one. And we'll continue to kind of see them trying to cover up their tracks and not tell Emma things until eventually we get the flashback where everything comes out.
Fun.
Nothing like traumatizing your children with your poor choices and then not telling them about it.
Yeah, that's one way to do it.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
it really is killing me that they make this decision to try and keep their child good, but she still has the potential. But at the same time, they
Well,
still
like,
made bad decisions and hurt somebody in the act anyways.
yeah. Well, to be fair, I mean, like Regina says, Emma is the savior. Her magic is as light as it gets. It doesn't mean it can't go dark. So, like, they did something to ensure Emma's lightness, but it may not have worked. We'll find out.
Which means Snow made a dumb decision even more so.
Uh-huh. I do appreciate, though, that she said a long time ago, you asked me to keep a secret and I couldn't, but now I'm asking you to keep a secret from me. Like, that's real.
That's a great way to start that.
It's a great, it's a choice. It's certainly a choice that I don't think most people would agree with.
No, I don't think I agree with that one, actually. I'd be
You
like,
know?
I know I fucked up before, but
But
help
how
me out
about
here.
with the exact thing I asked you to do? So,
Because Regina has this great opportunity to be like, this is what I really could do. This is what I really could do to feel better. I tried for so long to ruin you guys' lives, but now she's good and she's not going to do that. But like, I have this little part of me that's like, just go have a chat with Emma. Go have a couple drinks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I'm so pissed.
Mm-hmm. Same. Okay, so fun facts for Unforgiven.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
I
So
forgot we
when
do that.
we do that, yeah. So when Regina calls Cruella Pound Puppy at the end when she calls like fish sticks and Pound Puppy.
I love it.
Pound Puppy is apparently a reference to a line of stuffed dog toys of the same name from the 80s and 90s.
So kind of like our Beanie Babies?
That's the vibe that I got. The design on the wooden box matches Maleficent's baby rattle and is reminiscent of the horns of her headpiece, which has been added with her costume this season.
What's in the box?
What's in the box was the rattle.
No, it.
Oh, I know.
Movie reference, sweetie.
I
movie
knew
reference.
I knew you were referencing it, but I honestly was like, wait, did you forget what was in the box?
You're like, both sides of my brain knew exactly what you're doing, but we ran with one.
Yeah. Cruella's phone case has Dalmatian spots on it, reminiscent of, and for the life of me, I don't understand why, but I will never stop loving the fact that she keeps it in her bra.
That feels right.
It does. It felt very reminiscent of from Hannah Montana when they had Dolly Parton and she revealed that she kept her phone in her wig.
I guarantee she probably does that sometimes.
Like that's what it felt like.
Yeah. Because like my favorite thing with Dolly Parton is that she puts that getup on all of it.
Yeah.
But only when she's like wants to be noticed. Oh, yeah. She literally, where she lives, like completely, I think people know her by a different name and everything, but she does not look like that. And I love that for her. She figured out a way to give herself a normal life and be amazing. Like, I love her.
No, she's fantastic.
I'm Southern. I love Dolly Parton. That's in my blood.
The yellow tent that Maleficent, Ursula, and Cruella sleep in at the campsite is the same tent that was sitting in the background in That Still Small Voice that Jiminy's parents used. And it was also in the scene when everyone was getting ready to slay the dragon, or that wasn't a dragon, that was a wyvern. That one didn't have 4 legs.
That didn't have
in the Shepherd. That was 106.
Because I think that's the title of our episode.
Oh yeah, so you know it's not actually a dragon. That's true. Yeah,
that's. I think that's the name of the episode.
I believe that. The golden symbols that were carved on the rocks in front of the Tree of Wisdom are Anglo-Saxon runes. However, when translated, they produce gibberish.
As they should.
The walls on the floor.
I don't know about Anglo-Saxon. I don't know Futhark for sure. I'm not entirely positive about Anglo-Saxon.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Since Elder Futhark can't.
Yeah.
I would assume Anglo-Saxon can't either.
Yeah, I don't really know.
So, anyways.
Yep. This one actually really I like because it's a good hint of foreshadowing, which I won't go too deep into, but the walls and the floor on the storybook page that have the door that Henry pulls out of August Things with the post-it note that just says author on it. It has the same design as the walls and the floor in the room within Jefferson's hat where all the doors are.
Ooh.
So
I like
that's
that a lot. Ooh.
Little bit of foreshadowing for you that I won't delve into now.
That gives me something though. I
Yeah.
have something to kind of go on because this whole episode was a whodunit type. Like, who
Yeah.
did what did they do?
Who did
Not a
what to who?
whodunit. It was like what it was trying to figure out what the fuck they did. And it's still not exactly details that you get in this. Like, it's entertaining, but you don't
Yeah.
get the meat.
Yeah, this
And
episode's more
so
it's more a case of who did what to who, but not really.
yeah, that's about it, and you don't fully get it. So, like, getting that for like, that really helps me wanna like, I wanna keep watching regardless, but that
Oh,
really
yeah.
starts that gives me a way to actually start theorizing some
Yep.
things instead of sitting here twiddling my thumbs until I can watch Enter the Dragon. Oh, it's
Enter the
gonna torture me all week. I'm gonna be bugging you all week. Be like, "I wanna watch," but then I'll forget what happened.
It's Maleficent Regina backstory.
Oh my god. That's everything I've ever wanted.
It is truthfully
Oh.
one of the best episodes, and, I'm not just saying that because it's Mal, it's just it's again, a beautifully crafted episode, it's so much fun to watch, and it's, again, a case of I have to keep reminding myself, I can't give this whole arc a 30, that wouldn't be fair.
Oh, I had to, like, really reel it back in this one and
I
think
was
about it to make
I
sure
was
I
fairly
didn't.
critical. Yeah, I was fairly critical of this episode, I'll be quite honest.
I was trying my best. Like, not that I didn't wanna give it a 30, but
Yeah.
which we'll get to that eventually. I very much was with my
Mhm.
scoring, though, like, I need to be
Yeah.
critical of this or this whole arc will have a 30,
Yeah.
like, and I can't do that.
I know. It's funny, though, before you were saying about, them driving around this town, that's, a mile into 5 miles in diameter. Um, this makes it even better for me. Most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time when they're in Cruella's car, Victoria Smurfit is driving.
I love that because she's always in the heels.
She's always in the heels, and she's driving this I mean, I know, like, the tiger screeching is definitely in post-production, but, like, the erratic driving is her, and genuinely speaking, Marin hated it. There are so many stories. I'll link one or two of them in the. I'll link at least one of them in the show notes. That's essentially Victoria just going like the whole time. She's like, "Oh yeah, I can't do this." Every story they tell about Marin makes her seem like such an asshole, but they're like, "But it's funny. You're funny. We promise." She's like, "Am I that mean? Really?" But the whole time she's like, "I can't drive this car with her. It's too crazy." And like apparently, like she's like, "You just stop driving like an asshole." Something she said. And Victoria's like, "I don't drive like an asshole, darling. Cruella does." Which is like even better. And then the sort of thing like from a different one was like, no, it's like once I know how long the car is and how wide the car is, I can drive the car like a bat out of hell, darling. Like she's just like she really becomes Cruella in a lot of these convention videos.
Oh, I love it so much. I can't wait to actually be allowed to watch them and not be like, completely
Unfortunately,
spoiled of the whole show.
unfortunately, until after you watch Lily, I would say no Mother. Until you watch Mother,
No.
you can't watch any of these.
That's
But
okay. I'll wait and I'll get to watch them one day and
one day
all will be well.
you'll have hours upon hours of content because quite literally is at minimum I am pulling most of our videos most of our fun facts and story times from this arc from 3 videos.
Oh my god.
Occasionally some newer ones, but for the most part from these 3-hour-long panels.
Wow.
Yeah. But this is probably my favorite story, I think, ever. When they were filming the stuff in the Enchanted Forest and everything, and like how all of them talk about like, they're villains. Villains don't lift their skirts. You're just kind of walking through Vancouver
Mhm.
and you're wicking up all of the mud and the rain and everything. And Kristen has her staff, because Maleficent has her staff. And apparently with that dragon, Marin at one point said like she'd look over and Kristen would have like the staff and she like turned it to her like what? Hmm? No, I don't know what time lunch is. Like she's like talking to the dragon on the staff.
Something I would do, honestly.
But when they're walking, she's like for a couple takes, she's like using it like a hiking stick, and she's like, that might not be entirely right. So like they're like, they're in between takes and they're talking. And apparently Kristen says, should I like hold it steady or like use it like a walking stick? And apparently Marin Dungy's brilliant comeback was just hold it steady or not fucking Gandalf. Like I
I
love
love
this.
her.
I love these women so much. But truthfully, this is like all of this is said in love amongst the 3 of them. Like they
Oh,
have the
yeah.
funniest dynamic to hear the 3 of them talk. So like it's like, but like I think it was after that one, or it was the this the when Marin was like, "Am I really that mean?" Is a time that was when Victoria had said that when she was walking around again Vancouver in the mud in her 6-inch stilettos, and apparently it's Marin that's like, "You're such an idiot. Just put your boots on."
Like, And when you said before that, like, listening to these ladies talk to each other very much is reminiscent of us, I'm seeing it now. I'm very much seeing it now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, if anybody needs to know how Lauren and I interact with each other most of the time, this is how it is.
Basically.
Look, she called me mother today, all right?
Well, because you told me, you're like, don't make me yell at you for needing to take a break. And I'm like, yeah, I'm staying hydrated, mother. Thank you very much.
Look, this was right after I went on a tirade anyways, so.
True. This is very true.
I was already in that level of, like, I'm not fucking around.
What's really funny is this episode is going out the Monday before we meet in person.
Oh God, I'm so scared. The world is not ready.
Why are you scared? I'm the same. I'm not putting on anything because I'm not in front of you.
No, I'm scared of, like, the travel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
See, you get to easily, like, go in by yourself, get your seat on your plane, do all your things. I get to pack my family into a car and drive for 2 days.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's a little different.
I'm scared.
Yeah, a little scared.
I'm scared.
You'll be fine. You can put on this episode and make your family listen to this.
Oh God, my husband would kill me.
I'll probably be listening to this on my way from the airport to the school.
That's a good idea.
I did that last time. But I wrote this down at the very beginning because it was very reminiscent. I think it was when it's in the dream sequence when Mal is holding the baby.
Mm-hmm.
And I wrote, I love when actors who aren't mothers play characters that are good with kids and vice versa. Because like Kristen, clearly she's good with kids. She doesn't have any kids of her own. Her kids are her pets. But she's clearly good with kids, as you could see with the way that she's acting with the baby. But Victoria is a mother of 3. And we have Corella, who could not be less interested in motherhood. And I was thinking about this the other day about Catherine Hahn, because she is so good at both. She's a mother. She's very good at playing mother characters. She had a whole range of a time in her career when she played nothing but pregnant ladies. But you have Jennifer Barkley from Parks and Rec, who...
Poncho
could not be less interested in kids. You know, why are you wearing a poncho? Oh, because every surface area of your house is sticky.
It's like, I mean, it's smart.
It's smart, but I love that. I love when actors who are mothers, vice versa, actors who are mothers who play characters who could not be less interested in motherhood, and vice versa, actors who don't have kids who are good with kids.
God, I feel like I'd be really good at that. Just because
playing a character
who hates children.
Very
now, keep in mind, I love my children.
Well, because I feel like for a lot of them, it's that catharsis thing of like, it's the stuff that you think about kids that you're not allowed to say as a mother.
Uh-huh.
That's what it is.
But I say some of those things, though.
That's different.
My children think it's actually very funny when they get on my nerves and I'm like, I will yeet you. And they're like, please do so. Yeet me. And I'm like, this is not what I meant.
Nope. Well, again, it was Victoria that said that when she plays a villain, she's much nicer at home because she's gotten all of her like evil and villainy out
like
at
therapy.
Work, and she's yelling at everybody. And then she gets home and it's like, oh, they're throwing the food on the floor. Ah, it's fine, love. The dog will get it. It's fine.
You know, I feel like that after a good toke as well. So you know,
it's all about timing.
It's all about timing.
But I just love that, quite frankly, because there's literally there will be a line later on this season where Cruella just says, "I'm not exactly mother material."
No,
Cruella de Vil is not, and we'll find out why in 418.
I want to say, I thought we were on season 4. Please don't take me back to season 3. Don't do that to me. I survived.
Forward. You survived.
Do not do that to me.
Yeah, but I'm glad though that they acknowledge that David knows Maleficent.
Yes.
Like, I was kind of afraid, because that's something they could very easily just ignore. But with her line of, I was afraid you wouldn't recognize me. Like, because, I mean, to be fair, she's wearing a different outfit.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair. But also, worth noting, I don't know if you were thinking this, implanting the egg of true love did not make her pregnant. I don't know if you were thinking that.
No, but somehow we're back to eggs.
But that was the thing. It was the egg with the true love potion that he hid in dragon form, Maleficent.
I forgot about that.
So that's not at play here. So none of that. Does
that even go to come to fruition anywhere?
Well, they pulled that when when Emma kills her the first time.
Look, this
I use kill loosely.
Fever dream, okay? Like, seriously, so many eggs.
It's always eggs.
It's always eggs.
It's always eggs. But so when they walk out of Granny's diner, oh, first of all, one of my favorite lines from Regina's, "If you bring up my former sins in front of my son again, you'll be back over the town line faster than you can say costume jewelry. These are blood diamonds, I'll have you know." Because Corella is just so offended by everyone all the time.
All the time.
But when they are walking out of the diner and they walk past Hook and Emma and Ursula has her Hook moment and Corella, pats her on the back, that kind of is what sparked the Sea Devil ship a little bit
Oh.
because like it could be like a
He went
gal
down under.
it could be a gal pal moment. Um but like this was something and like they have the right mentality when it comes to ships that when they did it, to them it was like oh fuck him kind of like girl power friendship moment.
Yeah.
That's what it was for them. And I think it was Marin that said this was like if it means that you picked up on the chemistry between the two of us that there was something else there
Mhm.
beyond what we had intended, but that means that our relationship showed through that. And she's that mentality of if you pull something out, if you like what we did so much that you pull something else out of it, that's fantastic, and that means we did our jobs right.
Yes.
And that's the good mentality to have about that. But I don't remember how the question was phrased, but Victoria's her immediate response was, "In all contexts, we're friends." Like she's just like putting any kibosh on anything else. Like we're friends. Like
Mhm.
that's where it started, and that's where it is. At the time, Marin, well, she's still married, but different person. Like married, 3 kids. Like is it not like not nothing else happened there? We're friends. But this is one of the few times I would say this where like the fandom believed them.
Oh my god, they actually listened?
Yeah, like the people that like may have
So
at
they're
one point.
capable?
Yeah, they're capable of hearing "we're friends" and letting that be it.
Oh, wait, that's side characters.
No, that's exactly it, though. It's side characters. That's
It's side
exactly it.
characters. Oh god.
But I love them in Gold Shop with Belle
Oh, so good.
so much because you have, try anything and both of you will hop out of here as toads. Well, hello to you too, darling. Nice place you got here. Should be sweeping the castle. Why are you here? Have you come to kidnap me again? Or did we do that? Oh, they are blood together. No, we've come to offer you our congratulations in defeating the Dark One. I mean, who'd have thought it? A simple chambermaid takes down the most powerful sorcerer in the land. Like, at all, it's like this whole thing. Then you have Ursula's ridiculously long tentacle.
Yeah, I was like, "That is a long tentacle. What you got going on there,
You know?
Ursula?"
You wanted to see it. It comes out from under her skirt.
Like I said, Hook coulda gone down under. Don't blame him.
Yeah. No,
Don't blame him at all.
I don't blame any of them, quite frankly.
Nope.
But I truly do love it's the dark curse. She's just like it's the darkest of curses. It's the dark curse. Like
It's the Green Witch. Like
less a green witch and more the green witch. Literally though.
literally.
So, but yeah, it's very very straight and to the point with Corella because she's again so annoyed with everything going on at all times, as she should.
Yeah, that sounds about right for Corella.
Yeah, but I do appreciate. I mean, Snow and Charming, we say they're idiots, and their whole mentality this entire episode was basically like girl boss.
Selfishness?
Well, selfishness was like girl boss gaslight gatekeep. Basically, the entire episode.
Honestly.
That's their mentality. That in a world where we're constantly told, magic can do much, but not that. Dead is dead. They jump to the conclusion of resurrection.
Yeah,
Like they don't know how like the magic, like I said, the magic of the cavern that keeps her alive no matter what. Like, and she is technically immortal. They don't know
it's
that.
Maleficent.
But like in a world where we are told time and time again that that can't happen, they jump to that conclusion.
You mean like portals?
They're hard to come by unless the plot dictates otherwise.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
This show very much is that. It's like, oh, you can't do that. Hey, we really need this to happen. Okay, it can happen this time.
Yeah.
And then, a year later, hey, we really need this to happen again. All right, I guess we'll let it. We did it once. We could do it again. It's okay. Like,
Yeah.
that's their mentality with this. And I'm just like, guys, no, that's called a
No.
plot hole.
That's called a plot hole.
That is a very nice big plot hole that you need to fill and fix,
Mm-hmm.
which will never happen, obviously.
No, of course
but
not.
we get just to sit here and tear it apart instead.
Uh-huh. That's what we do.
Lovingly.
Oh, of course. Very lovingly. In only the way that devoted fans can.
Oh, God, I am one of those now, aren't I?
You're far enough in the show and you have some very strong opinions, so I'm going to go with yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm a fan.
I
Just
think
took this long to realize it.
Well, because like when you text me how am I supposed to wait to watch this?
Yeah.
That says a lot about how you're enjoying the
I'm
show.
wearing my Game of Thrones shirt.
Yeah. Actually, I'm wearing one of my my Lana Keep It Regal shirts.
Oh, nice.
But so did I lie though? We finally got that first look at Emma's really, really old computer.
Yeah, that brought back memories.
That definitely gave me flashbacks.
Yeah. What was that like that fish game I used to play?
Freddy the Fish?
Freddy the Fish. It reminded me of Freddy the Fish so much. Because that's the kind of computer we played that on.
Yeah. I was more of a putt-putt person.
Oh, I used to love Freddy the Fish. I can't say much. I just downloaded all 3 of the Spyro games on my Switch.
Nice. I played one of the Freddy the Fish games we had, but I was more Putt-Putt Saves the Zoo was my personal favorite.
Oh, that's a good one. I also liked the I had like the Mermaid Barbie and stuff like that.
Yeah,
too.
Of course.
So
as you do.
Yeah. The old computer games were better.
They were. They just were.
They just were.
I think you
need to find Freddy the Fish for the kids.
You can get them on Steam, I think.
I think I'm gonna.
Yeah.
My kids need to experience that because they actually both have started playing Spyro because of me.
Oh, nice.
It's so nice. I was like, this game came out so long ago. Only for Autumn to point out that all the dragons you're saving in the first game, because it's all 3. I haven't jumped into 2 and 3 yet. Mm-hmm. All the dragons you save are male.
Oh.
I was like, it was the 90s?
Yeah.
Like, that was my response. It was the 90s?
That's fair. But of course, I agree with Emma, though, about onion rings are the superior choice. Like, diner onion rings.
Oh, I like my potatoes.
I like a French fry, but my thing, like, when it comes to diner food, I tend to always go onion ring. At least give it a shot first. Because
I'm a slut for potatoes.
I do love French fries, though.
I love French fries. And, like, being a person who has POTS, there's too many times where I'm like, oh, crap. I don't have salt with me. I really need salt. Then I'll be like, we got to go through a drive-through for emergency fries. Like, I literally eat fries for salt half the time.
Yeah.
They're a great catalyst for sodium, okay?
Hey, I'm not disagreeing with you. I do
emergency fries.
I do it and I don't have POTS.
That's fair.
Sometimes I'm just hungry.
Sometimes I just want a fry.
Sometimes I just want French fries. But, I love this. Regina's line, will you shut up and let me finish? I'm trying to apologize.
Oh, I loved the dynamic between the two of them. That was really good. They did a great job.
There's so much growth in that conversation that she has with him because she's not lying, where if someone had talked to Henry the way she spoke to Pinocchio, she would have done a lot worse than yell at them. She's not wrong. Because, that's what a parent does is they protect their child. And like I said, hello, crazy eyes. Regina was definitely in the wrong in that situation.
Oh, yeah.
So it's, she owned up to it. And he also isn't wrong in how many happy endings you've ruined, what makes you think you deserve your own. He's also not wrong about that. Like, it's just a mentality shift. And we see the growth that she's done. And yes, I would say she deserves a happy ending at this point. But it makes sense for him to think that as well. So
but she's growing still. Like, growth is not linear.
Growth is not linear, and her growth will take us throughout the entire show.
It takes you're constantly growing. I don't want to sit here and say, like, growing takes time. It does, because it never stops.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I am not the same person I was when we met.
No.
Like, we both have changed so much, but, like, it's kind of fun growing together and seeing that, though. So it's kind of nice, like, seeing it in TV shows, too. You're like, see, you can actually see it, like, the actual.
Oh, yeah. So I want to end us out on just everything going on in that cavern. But before we do that, what did you rate Unforgiven?
Okay. So I gave plot and personal 10. I think the plot is great before you pointed out things. Of course, this is before we talk, not after.
Yeah.
So because I'm like, oh wait, you're right, that is a plot hole. Oh no. But before our discussion of plot, personal, both 10s. Fair. I love this episode. I gave character 9 for a 29 because like, I almost feel like I give Charming too much of a pass just because he's the dumber of the two.
Fair.
And Snow is supposed to be the one that, like, at least makes the better decisions. And then she doesn't time and time again. And I'm just so pissed off at Snow White. And that is not a sentence I ever knew I would say.
Yeah.
It's up there with, hating Rumpelstiltskin. Like, it's a weird conversation.
Yeah.
But no, Snow just, she really pissed me off in this. I was like, you've got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
So it's only a 29 specifically because of Snow White.
Okay, that's fair. I gave plot a 9 because I took off basically the point for the timeline issue of, like, if the Chernabog sensed potential darkness, but that was years before, and the writers weren't paying attention to their own timeline. And Andrew Chambliss wrote this. That was the timeline keeper.
Oh no, the
So
timeline keeper did it?
So, he was the timeline and the portal keeper. He was the one that kept track of those rules. So, poor Andrew Chambliss.
He broke his own rules?
He broke his own rules.
Oh my god.
So that gets a 9. It gets an 8 for personal. In general, this is a very enjoyable episode. I have a lot of fun with it. Not as much as I like the others, but, it's all relative. And it actually gets a 7 for character, mainly because of the gaslighting that everyone is doing to Emma. Like, it's Snow and Charming, it's Killian, it was a 7 because of Regina also, but then I forgot about the apology at the end, so I gave it a pass. But yeah, so there's just so much gaslighting happening in this episode and not learning from our mistakes. So it gets that.
Only about to learn.
Yeah, so it gets a 24, which is still a solid score, quite frankly. It's just, like I said, I'm trying to be a little more critical of this arc and not just giving everything 10s because Cruella's on my screen. So
honestly,
because I have problems, it's fine.
Look, there's a dragon in it and it doesn't have a 30. Like, I'm with you on that one. There is an actual dragon in this episode, and it doesn't have a 30.
There's a meme. I think I can send it to you next week because it's using screen caps of next week. But it's so funny. I think I saved it too. It's a case of I probably won't put it in like the podcast at all, but I will show it to you because I think you'll just find it funny. But
I usually do.
Yeah. But this one, everything going on in the cavern, mainly the lines that I pulled out of that scene were first, Patience Mal, we have a plan, because I love that canonically they call her Mal. I don't know why that makes me so happy. It just does.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said, I only care about one thing, your pain, and that it be as long and terrible and unyielding as my own. And then you have the two of them in the background going, I forgot how much I missed her. It's going to be entertaining.
Oh, I love it.
They're just, they're eating it up so much. But what I love so much about this scene specifically, despite the stupidity that is Snow and Charming, is Cruella's clear bloodlust from the moment he gives her the knife.
Oh, she's so excited. She gets to like cut somebody.
Exactly. She's like, I get to inflict pain. Yay.
Like the grip alone on the knife. I was
yeah.
She's ready.
And it's just she has so much fun out of just like the one slash on each hand. And it's such good foreshadowing because there's things that Cruella just loves to do. And like, to be fair, that's part of the background of Cruella. We know is skinning.
She's cruel.
She's
Cruella.
cruel.
She's cruel.
She's Cruella de Vil, darling. So there's just so much to enjoy there of her. Just
you have to go watch the cartoons again.
Oh yeah.
So my kids haven't seen them, so I'm like, nope, it's time to educate.
It could be time, and there's actually they're very smart, as Mark Isham tends to be, the composer. And it's not even like a case where they weave in the theme. There's a song that is essentially Cruella de Vil, just as instrumental.
Mm-hmm.
And like they just work it into the show very casually, and I'm like, I love it. And it's her favorite song, and it's just it's because when we get to see her backstory, it's another case of, I think I've said before, it looks like it's our land, but it's a realm of story.
Yeah.
But like it kind of gets talked about in the episode. But she's in a land that's perpetually the 1920s.
I love that.
So you get to see Cruella very jazz era, rocking it out. And
the dress makes sense. Like just the dress she's been wearing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, that makes perfect sense.
Oh yeah, the dress. I love that she's constantly petting the coats in the background. If you watch her
all the time,
in every scene, she's petting it.
Like there's just one scene where she starts grabbing it, and I'm just sitting there like, I love you. Oh my god, like she's so good.
It's such smart acting, and it's hard to do that because especially when you're on screen, not doing much of anything. If you're visible, you have to be present. You can't just be standing in the background. You have to be doing something. And the amount of things that Victoria Smurfit does to keep herself entertained is amazing. One of which, apparently, I'll talk about this probably more in like next week or the week after. But essentially, it was a ship that never sailed because it was almost entirely in Victoria Smurfit's mind.
Oh.
That she essentially, whenever she's in the background not doing anything, she would just look at Bobby and just like he's the most devilishly sexy thing in the world. She created the ship that is Crumple, all in her own mind. And like she's like I don't think it got left in. I'm pretty sure it was just for my own entertainment. But like it's just, she just, in every scene, she just like, she just decides like, he's just the only man worth my time, and he's just all things that are evil.
It's the only one on her level.
And then apparently Kristen was like, yeah, I'm watching this. And like every time you see her, like she just goes, huh. Like every time she's looking at Rumple, and she's like, is he getting uncomfortable? There's a lot of like mental undressing with the eyes happening here. And so it's like, but apparently
knowing Bobby, he's just like going for it.
Yeah, I'm sure he's just like, okay, this is what's happening. But it's,
like, he's fine.
None of it gets left in. It's just her in the background entertaining herself, and the editors unfortunately decided Crumple was not meant to be.
God, that would have been hilarious though. Could like just sneaking in a little like Cruella crush on Rumpelstiltskin would have been fucking hilarious.
Well, I mean, it makes sense.
So many missed opportunities.
He's the embodiment of all things that are evil, and Cruella's just a really terrible person, darling.
Oh, I love her so much.
She's
and I'm really gonna be sad when this arc. This is night. I know we're like the Peter Pan stuff, but this is night and day. Because the whole time we were in Peter Pan, we were like, just wait till season 4. I promise. Like that was the entirety of that arc was just make it through this. I promise it gets better. And
I told you season 4 was so much worth it.
And we're here, and I'm just like, I just want to keep watching this arc over and over again.
Yeah.
And I know I'm probably going to at some point, and I can't help it. Like
this is the arc that I watch over and over again.
It is so good. It's oh my goodness. Like I'll be sad when it's over and like have to go into season 5.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you'll like where season 5 takes us. And like I said, this is not the last. This is not the last we see of Cruella. Everyone else had other scheduling conflicts, but Cruella continues to pop up so much so that I forgot she pops up in season 7. Someone had to remind me of that.
Oh, I love that. Well, you don't talk about season 7 a lot.
I haven't seen season 7 since it aired, so
that's gonna be a really interesting season for us. Like, I'm kind of excited to see how that goes.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be really interesting to see.
I mean, it's kind of like the newer seasons of Bob's for me. Like, I've been rewatching the later seasons lately to prepare myself since you were about to. Like, you have one more week after this set, and we're starting season 9. Oh, next week you get to look at the season 9 poster.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I love when we do that.
Ah, fuck.
We're going to look back at season 8 just so you can see all the things that you learned.
Okay. Yay.
And then you'll look at 9. That. We should start doing like, here's all the things you were like, what the fuck was this?
Oh, I think, wasn't one of the taxidermy squirrels on it?
You actually said that in that episode. You're like, is that a taxidermy squirrel?
Oh, that's going to be fun.
Oh, I don't know what 9 looks like yet. I'll have to look, but you get to do that next week.
Sadly,
I'm really, really excited.
I could probably show you one of the posters for season 5 when we get to the season 4 finale. I probably could. It's a case of they did the poster promo before they finalized the costume choices.
Oh my goodness!
So it's a little different. These things? It's a little because they needed to have something out for Comic-Con and for SDCC over the summer.
Oh, okay.
So they haven't really finalized anything yet.
Gotcha. But I'm excited.
Yeah, it'll be a good time.
Thank you all for listening. Join us next time when we discuss Bob's Burgers Season 8, Episode 18, as I walk through the alley of the shadow of ramps, and Episode 19, Mo Mommy, Mo Problems. Don't forget to like, rate, and follow the podcast wherever you listen so you can be notified every time we publish a new episode. Follow us at OBDYK_pod on Instagram and Blue Sky. And if you'd like to join our Patreon, you can find the link with more details in our show notes.
This has been an episode of Okay, But Did You Know? A TV and media podcast. It was hosted by Lauren and Katie and edited by Lauren.